Professor Palace here with the weekly wrap-up for Consumer Nutrition, NTD301, for the fall semester of 2021. This is the wrap-up for week 13. Let's start by taking a look at the results from our weekly class poll. Only 10 of you participated in the poll last week. I know it was Thanksgiving, but the more you play, the more information we get. The question this week was, before taking this course, I understood how much water and fluid I should consume each day to stay properly hydrated. 90% of you said this was true. 10% of you, or one person, said this is false. It's great that 90% of you had a good understanding of how to stay hydrated, and it's even more important that the 1% of you learned how to do this. So I hope that you continue to find the information in this course useful and practical. Week 14, we are getting started on week 14. This week, your comparison shopping activity assignment is due. The assignment is a worksheet that you will complete a Microsoft Word document, and you will upload the completed document into D2L. It must be turned in by 11:59 Sunday night. This is a comparison shopping activity. It's going to require you to log into the internet and to look up various specific products, gather details from the nutritional facts panel and the ingredients panel, and then answer questions. This is going to take some time. This is one of the larger assignments in this course, but it is due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. I encourage you to get a head start on it now, and if you have questions, please come to office hours, which are conducted via Zoom and are open Monday afternoon from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Send me an email with your questions or schedule a private bookings to talk with me. As a thank you for sticking with me this far into the wrap-up video, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite recipes for roasted Brussels sprouts. And I want to share with you that my husband, we've been married for 20 years, did not previously like Brussels sprouts until I cooked them this way for him. So if you don't like Brussels sprouts, and if the only way you've ever had them is steamed or fresh, I would strongly encourage you to consider trying this recipe. Roasting the Brussels sprouts with the garlic brings out the sweet flavor in both the garlic and, believe it or not, in the Brussels sprouts. So this is very simple. You're going to purchase some Brussels sprouts. You're going to wash them in the sink. You can see on the left here that these Brussels sprouts have been washed. They're drying in a colander. The only other two ingredients you need are olive oil, and I use approximately 3 cloves of crushed garlic. You can use more or less garlic to taste. After the Brussels sprouts have been washed, you're going to put them on the cutting board and you're going to cut them in half. I also cut, if there's any of the woody stem still attached to the Brussels sprouts, I trim that off as well. I then place the Brussels sprouts on a sheet pan, cut side down, okay? It's very important to carefully lay them on there cut side down. If any of the outer leaves kind of fall off the Brussels sprout, you can throw those on the sheet pan as well. You're then going to take the garlic cloves and you're going to put those through a crusher, and you're going to spread the crushed garlic around on the sheet tray along with the Brussels sprouts. And then you're going to take some olive oil and lightly drizzle that across the whole thing. Take your hands, mix it all together. If you want, you can put the Brussels sprouts and the garlic in a bowl and coat them with the olive oil there in the bowl, and then transfer that onto your sheet pan. You can cook them on an unlined sheet pan, or you can line the sheet pan with tinfoil, as I've done here in this demonstration. The important thing is that the Brussels sprouts are all flat, cut side down. You're then going to roast them in the 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's not an exact science, because if you get larger Brussels sprouts, they'll take a little bit longer to cook. If you get really small, petite Brussels sprouts, they'll cook more quickly. So I would take a look at the size of the Brussels sprouts, and you may want to start checking them at about 10 minutes, okay? Well, I like to cook them until they have like a nice dark caramelized color on the bottom. You can see that over here on the far right hand side when I took them out of the oven. So here's what this might look like if you were serving this along with a grilled chicken breast. So it's a great, quick, easy recipe. And if you don't think you like Brussels sprouts, I would strongly encourage you to give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for your time today.